by people. We miss a bit the line where we shall. I bet me could not see interview where you go. I beg me could not hear that.
Never and ever call him his grandchild. Like you said, you said so many thoughtful things too. And I got really angry that day. I had to call my lawyer. What are we doing? This man has resumed with this manipulative tactics again this year. That we need to put a stop to this. What can we do? And he said, okay, so my lawyer said I was going to write them a letter and we'll be waiting for their response. So my lawyer sent them a letter to talk about the interview that I did. Like, why is he acting like the victim here? Like, now they are the one delaying us and they are still the one going out there to keep telling lies. Like, when with all of this stuff, like they are just acting as if they do not want peace of mind. Because now, why, when do we get to this stage again? Let's just get things sorted and move to the next thing. So, their lawyer started by saying they stopped working for him. So presently, and a few days ago, I think 4 days ago, his younger brother was on TikTok live because they had a TikTok conversation. Like, a lot of people were dragging them because people has contributed a lot of money for them on this cause. People contributed like $26,000 on
the Mohbad's father.
Yes.
On what? To help him for what?
On justice for Mohbad. They contributed millions of naira in another bank just because of justice for Mohbad.
So as all of this is going on, people have been contributing to him. So
yes.
Emotions.
Coming in exactly. Yeah, money has been coming.
So whose brother? Your father-in-law's younger brother?
Yeah, was on TikTok live with him. They were together on TikTok live a few days ago, and he spoke about the DNA. And he said, he actually spoke about the DNA. And because people have been asking, their supporters has been asking, they're like, what is happening? Why is the DNA not done? Mr. Chud, guess what he said? He said, they've got to realize that the DNA the court asked them to do will be done in Nigeria, and the results may not be accurate. That this thing sounds funny, but it is very, very painful. That they want to write a fresh application to the courts.
To do it abroad.
It is so clear that DNA tests are not even done in Nigeria. All you have to do is just to get a reliable hospital, take the swab and send it out. And once the result is done, then send it back to Nigeria. So that is the new narrative now. Okay. They want to submit a fresh application to the courts. And they want to get it done outside the country so that they can get an accurate result. And that is another tactics that they want to use in collecting money from their people. And in all of this, there is an innocent child involved in all of this. That's more reason why I'm here, because I've got to realize that so far he's getting his monetary gain. He doesn't care.
What happens to his grandchild?
And this is my child. I cannot keep quiet anymore. They don't want to do this DNA. Because he knows so well that this is his grandchild. And he knows that once the DNA is done, that will be the end of the justice for Mohbad that he is seeking for. Not the one that the public are seeking for. Like, it will be the end of the justice for Mohbad that he wants, that he himself has been seeking for. The DNA is the end of it. And now, the new narrative that they've used to cajole their support, and now is they want to submit a fresh application. When they knew so well that this is a concluded case, like they cannot reopen it again. Like you don't get it. It is a family court. Like, this is a finished cause already. There is nothing any judge, any lawyer want to do to it again, because they cannot reopen it again. But I don't know, maybe most of their supporters, but I believe there should be a lawyer among them. And trust me, anything this man says, they them to believe him. I don't even know how he gets it done. And now, the narrative now is that they don't want to get it done in Nigeria again. When it is so obvious that there is no DNA laboratory in Nigeria. And their people believe them. So now, we will be waiting for another 1 year and a half. Because, the court process takes time. And that is what they will start telling their people.
So have they actually filed this claim application?
It is not possible, because it is like we are done with this case already.
So what's the way forward then?
The way forward is they don't want to do it. That is the way forward now. The way forward for them is they don't want to do it, but they need to tell them. They need to tell their people what they need to hear.
Yeah. Right. So let me understand this. So in summary, from the story you're saying, your father-in-law has been telling the public that you have been frustrating this effort to get the DNA
done here.
But you are now confirming that no, you are ready for this DNA.
He cannot deny everything I just said.
And there are court documents to prove it. And he's the one.
He can never deny everything I just said here. He's been granted different. I think he has granted like over 10 interviews this year so far. And whenever the DNA conversation comes up, his response is always, "Oh, it is still in courts." Which is not true. It is not in court. The only thing the court is waiting for now is just for us to tell out the results.
Yeah.
And they read it out to us. It is not in court. It has been done since last year. Like it is a done deal. Like there is no going back to it again. But the excuses that he has been giving the public and the interviewer is that it is still in courts.
Okay. A question for those of us that may be ignorant of this.
Okay.
Why can't you do the test without him?
The reason is because I've been called different names. He has called me a promiscuous woman. He has called me a cheating wife. You know, I've been called different names. That people tend not to believe whatever I have to say anymore. Like, he has said so many things to my presence, and I feel like if I should get the DNA done without his consent, without him being present, that will cause another riot. That will cause another problem. Because you know that is you actually want me to just do one silly mistake because you know that I already caught him. Like I'm about to stop his means of surviving. And he knows that once, so now he just want to frustrate me to do things out of anger.
Yeah.
So he want to frustrate me to go ahead and do the DNA. So once it is done, then he will start going out there that, oh, the result is fake. And people will believe him because he's been the only one talking. Do you understand?
I get that. But do you think even if it's done in a reputable hospital, people will still believe him? Because if according to you, he's trying to frustrate it.
I don't think you, do you go online often and often?
No, I don't.
My father-in-law is now a celebrity. He's everywhere.
So I don't understand what you're doing.
People, like, he's at least in a week. At least he do great interview. I think, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 or 3 times in a week. So people tend to listen to whatever he has to say because he has been the only one talking.
Okay.
Like the rest of the family has just been silent, because of the legacy of my husband. There is no way we would talk or say anything that my husband's name will not be attached to it.
Yeah.
Right now, as I'm here, I'll be addressed as Mohbad's wife or Mohbad's widow. So his name is attached to whatever. So the glory, is being attached. So I don't want his legacy to get ruined for me. So I'm very sure, like that is why the other family member has been quiet.
Yeah.
And
So what are you going to do? Because if I understand what you're saying that because of the way that he has mobilized public sympathy, anything you do now will be misinterpreted. So you're being careful.
Yeah.
But it seems like he lives, because what you're saying is he doesn't want to do this DNA.
He doesn't.
So it feels like you have no other. So what other choice do you have?
That is why I'm here. Like, I feel like there should be an organization protecting children in Nigeria, because I know that all of this thing happening to Liam can never happen abroad.
Now that he's gone to TV stations.
Yeah.
He said this. So what happens next?
Okay, so myself and my lawyer will be going to the court to report this whole incident to the court, and to also get the permission from the court to get DNA done under their supervision.
Right. So the court will supervise.
Yes.
So the lawyer is saying that you guys are going to the court to say, let's do this DNA.
Yeah, under your supervision.
Right.
Yeah, and we might probably, we don't know, publish it online for people to see.
So you ask the court for permission to publish the DNA.
Yeah, so we can keep them updated on how
this is going.
The whole thing is going on, because I feel like my calmness will just make things worse. In 5 years we'll be here till forever.
Yeah.
And no DNA will be done because it seems uninterested.
What do you think that favorite husband would feel if he were alive to witness all of it?
These thoughts alone, is one thing that keeps me awake every night. If only the dead could see. Because the whole family, how much my husband loved Liam. He has tattooed Liam's name even before seeing him. He sees Liam as, Liam is literally like the source of happiness. Whether it's happy with Liam, it's literally like a person, no matter how much he hates you. So you understand, the whole family knows it. So whenever most family wants to see his good side, they will just have to carry Liam. And the fact that all of them is done in his absence is, if only the dead could see, he would have cried 100 gallons of tears. I'm not going to lie to you, because he would never believe this would be coming from his father. Because his father is one person that he loved so much. He doesn't joke with his father. His father first before anything. Okay, let me just say, now that he has a child of his own, maybe Liam first, then his father. And everybody knows how much he doesn't joke with his father. Yeah. And so he would never believe his father would be the one to do this to his child. And few days before his demise, his father was with us, I think on Saturday. He carried his baby and put him on his lap. They took pictures together, like he knew he was going to die. They make different videos, took pictures on Liam's iPad. The pictures are still on his iPad. And my father-in-law, even when I had my baby, at first, we never had the intention of having a baby. We just want to make money. You understand? My father-in-law would always come to us you want us to have a child. He was the one that, wanted this thing. Left me and my husband, we just want to live our life because we're still young. I was 23 and he was 25 then. Yeah. So he would just come to us you want us to have a baby. The Holy Spirit tells him something. Then those words were just a normal words to me, but now it has meaning. So they one day just came to us. I think it was around June last 2 years. I had Liam 2 years ago, so the last 3 years, 2022. He came to us.
That's your father-in-law?
Yeah. He was my friend. So he literally comes to the house every time. He would come all the way from Ikowodu. He would make food for me. He's my friend. He would come with food stuff, different things. So he just came that day, and my husband was even sleeping. He woke him up from bed. And he said he had a dream that the Holy Spirit tells him that we would have a child. And the child will be a boy. And the child will be so popular. I know that after he gets to see this interview, he would reflect to those things that he said. That this child will be so popular. And the child will be so rich, even more richer than my husband. And he said when he grows older, that child will be the one to buy his own coffin when he dies. He didn't even mention my husband. My husband is the most successful child that he has. He didn't mention my husband. He said the child, I was not pregnant though. He said that child will be the one to buy, the child will be so rich, it will be so popular. My husband's fame is nothing to compare to the kind of fame and riches this child will bring to us.
And one day be one day.
And it's that word that he said that child will be the one to buy his coffin when he grow up and dies.
No matter anything.
I think it was like a manifestation that's coming to an existence now, because my husband is dead.
Not be Mohbad, Papa.
And Liam is the only legacy left behind. So Liam is Liam will stand as the Mohbad when he grows older and dies. If only he could just go back to, I don't know what he was thinking when he said those things, because he's doing something different entirely right now.
It's ever since Mohbad died, you have not even had time to grace your husband.
I've not even wanted the death of my husband. I've not even seek closure at all. It still feels like my husband is still alive, because he's in Yaba mode. He has not been buried.
He has not been buried.
Yeah, he has not been buried. He has not been buried. It's so sad.
Oh, husband of my youth.
He has not been buried. And he's been in pieces twice. You know, they literally did 2 autopsies. The government autopsy and the private autopsy my father-in-law did. And I can tell you for a fact that there is no genuine reason why he's still there. My father-in-law has no genuine reason. But you know, he's been granting interviews saying, oh, the government do not want him to get justice. The government is this, the government is that. Like he's been manipulating the public. Like he has said so many things. That you know, people, I don't feel like there's anything that people would say that people would, that this public, the people in public faces would believe again, because a lot has been said. You know, he's been granting interviews saying the government have been the one delaying my husband's the inquest. Meanwhile, it was one of his supporters that like the woman has been on, like the woman is always on TikTok 247. Just you know all those American women. So the woman was so much interested in the case, and the woman later got to realize that my father-in-law was not being truthful to her. So she said she wants to, like she's interested in the case, and she wants to have a personal lawyer to join the inquest. So the lawyer submitted an application to the magistrate courts that he wants to
18 minutes.
he wants to join the inquest, and he also wants the inquest to start from the beginning again. Like they want us to start all over again.
That'll be a third process.
So the lawyer and the judge and the court has been, there's been back and forth. That is why the inquest is on hold. But my father-in-law has been granting interview, manipulating the government.
So you think even your father-in-law is also part of the process that is delaying the burial?
That is the funniest thing.
You are the
burial of his son is being delayed also because of all these dramas
and he knows what to do to get things done. Like all he has to do is just talk to that woman, because they used to be friends before we had issues. So all you have to do is just talk to that woman, so that the woman can, probably withdraw, or so they can just make an agreement, so that the court can open the coroner inquest. But he has refused to do the needful. Instead, he was always going on interviews, screaming the government's name.
But he's the one delaying the process.
Himself, him and his supporter.
Do you accept the results of the coroner inquest?
Well, that is another question.
Okay.
That is another
Did you accept?
Thoughtful question, because
That is another question again.
I knew that there is a nurse involved in this case. He reacted to rejection, and since my husband, even the night my husband died, my father-in-law got to the house. The nurse even narrated everything that happened to him. In fact, my husband's manager wanted to get the nurse arrested that night, but he asked us to let her go. That he does not have any business with her.
The father-in-law asked them to let the nurse go.
That we should let her go. That he doesn't have any business with her. And he, despite the begging that a lot of people begged him not to bury my husband, but he insisted I was going to bury him. In fact, even the day they wanted to bury my husband, they didn't inform. I got to know online.
You were not informed that you were going to bury your husband.
Mr. Chu, a whole lot has happened. Even the day my husband, even the day of his burial, they wanted to kidnap Liam from me at this time. Like my father-in-law and there's one woman. The one is like I don't know. I don't want to call it. The one is, but they are doing like they have a relationship. They have a
go reach Wunmi say lie too full in mouth. I beg me make una share this video. Make it reach Wunmi. Make it put answer for waiting. I talk say I give a hand. You Nia. Even though say now your picky go tell the world who you be, Wunmi, where you want to reach all the words, to make all the world to know say it's rich. God bless you. Now go tell you all the world who you be.